what I love is the way she dance, make shawty alright for me. The way she, I'm like, yeah, she should work that out for me. She asked for one more dance, and I'm like, yeah, how am I supposed to leave? And I said,
This one goes out to the baby girls in a rush, growing up in this crazy world. Yeah, your brother on the road and he never home. I know you're feeling kinda sad now that daddy gone. You can't let it get you down, gotta carry on. We only lose things because they make us strong. You always had my love, and now you got a song. From the biggest fan that you've ever known. I know you won't be little girls, not for very long. And you ain't gotta have a man if you don't ever want. Cause I'ma make sure you got to it, everything that you ever want. Every tone of your very own. Not to make it hard to respect, just really hard to impress. It's a whole wide world for you to go and get your hands on. Until then, just come and get your dance on now.
I'ma give you the down. You ain't never gotta worry about a thing, just as long as I'm around.
This for everybody feeling good. You know who you are, or you misunderstood. Never had money, or you living good. If you're from the burbs, if you're in the hood, recognize where we come from. In my day, man, I did a little something. They like, how come you don't rap that? Cause that's a backtrack, and I ain't tryna backpack. I'm only moving forward, homie, that's that direction. A lot of shoulders like that. I'm just trying to give it to them like sat nav. Now I know I'm gonna make it like a fat rat. That's cool, as long as he don't trap crack. Graduate from school and still let us pass that. Never catch a case, know how to let us cash stack. Welcome to the map, go anyway, tap back.
One more ride, one more race. We go all out, we don't play. One more ride, one more way. We don't slow down, ain't no brakes. I'ma go off, I'ma ride tonight. It don't matter what we face. I'ma go off, I'ma ride tonight. I'm the master of my fate. I'ma go off, I'ma go off, I'ma go off, I'ma go off. Yeah, I gotta go now. Taking off and I'm riding on the road now. Hit the gas, no brakes, gotta go now. Put my life on the line, yeah, it's on me. Blood rushing through my veins, no IV. Ride switches lanes, you can't stop me. You can smell the propane when you pass me. Ride for the game because I'm the chief. Helicopter hovering this high speed. Chase, drive straight. I'ma race to the cake. Flame on it, no change on me. All of us became homies. One more ride, one more race. We go all out, we don't play. One more ride, one more way. We don't slow down, ain't no brakes. I'ma go off, I'ma ride tonight. It don't matter what we face. I'ma go off, I'ma ride tonight. I'm the master of my fate. I'ma go off, I'ma go off, I'ma go off, I'ma go off. Yeah, I gotta go now. Nah, you rockin' with the ether child and overdrive, yeah. I-5 to I-9, we go all night. Double low speed, double low shift. I hit the 4th gear, but don't drift. Souped up cars all around me. Hot boxing.
BL in the building. Oh, I'm in the zone, man. Yeah.
Now tell me who can stop me. I'm in the zone. Competition's none in a league of my own. All about the W. I'ma bring it home when it's over with. I'ma be the king of the throne. Now who can stop me? I'm in the zone. Competition's none in a league of my own. All about the W. I'ma bring it home when it's over with. I'ma be the king of the throne. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. The competition whack. Tell them let's get it on. My hustle game crazy and I'ma finish strong. You threw up so many bricks, you probably could build a home. I done came a long way. This is what the grind make. Everybody want the shine, don't know what the shine take. You mad that I'm playing? Call it sideline. Hey, it ain't over till it's over. Buzzer be the mind state. If I ain't in the zone, then what you call this? They ask me how I do it. I tell them all wrist. Why y'all miss? I could probably do a backflip, fade away, and still watch the ball switch. camera flash when I step up to the podium. Haters looking salty, easy on the sodium. You should plan to lose if you thinking about folding them. Even with a joystick, it's still no control. No can stop me. I'm in the zone. Competition's none in the league of my own. All about the W. I'ma bring it home when it's over with. I'ma be the king of the throne. Now who can stop me? I'm in the zone. Competition's none in the league of my own. All about the W. I'ma bring it home when it's over with. I'ma be the king of the throne. I'm in the zone. And you can't take me out of that. At the top now, but the bottom's where they found me at. So if I'm down, it's facts. I'm like Dennis Rodman with the rebound when it come to bouncing back. It's like the Bulls is at the draft and I'm 23. I'm Mike with it. I feel bad for who checking me. Passed in ahead of B, that you can never be. All about the W, like after the letter.
Say it out loud now. Say it out loud. Are you ready for war? I'm coming home now. I'm coming home. Right where I belong now. Right where I belong. I pull up in Lexus like it's 07. I just hit a lick, I gotta hit the next one. Last year, I know you learned your lesson. I could GPS you if you need addressing. Boss up, I'm a bigger homie, but I'm 1 year older than my little homie. 09, they was bidding on me, but I'm young money, got it written on me. Okay, now we got some action. Everything I said, it happened. That boy light is Michael Jackson. But on verses, he been blacking. Chasing women, a distraction. They want me on TV right next to me. You cannot be here right next to me. Don't you see Riri right next to me? I hate a rapper especially. They feel the same but they hide it. They just discuss it in private. Don't get along, man, we tried it. What's the point in even trying? I hate a goofy especially. They always dying to mention me. They gotta die out eventually. I cannot give you the recipe. Know the game is so separately. Swear I just had it up there. It cost me 50 at Tiffany's. Shout out to Tiffany Stephanie. They used to always come check for me. My enemies wanna be friends with my other enemies. I don't let it get to me. Done. Look what I done in my life. I had to count it, then count it again to make sure the money was right. They love to talk. Me, I'm just done in the hype. Me, I'm just done in the hype. Me, I'm just done. I don't take for granted. I do my own propaganda. I feel like Jules Santana. Leg hanging out the fan on. 6 cold like Alaska. It was already in class 6. I feed my family with this. I don't play with my money. This summer I'm serious. I don't run out of material. You should speak on me, period. You try to give them your side of the story. They heard it, but they wasn't hearing it.
I was trying to get it out of here. I want them dead presidents. I wanna pull up, head spin, get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the John Q. Hammonds Arena on the campus of Union High School for tonight's matchup between the Jenks Lady Trojans and your Union Red Hawks. At this time, we ask that you please rise for the singing of our national anthem by Union sophomore Lily Caracas. First, let's meet the visitors, the Jenks Lady Trojans. At 5'7", a sophomore, number 2, Paige Langley. At 5'7", a sophomore, number 3, Chloe Graves. At 5'9", a junior, number 14, Jill Tweehouse. At 5'8", a senior, number 32, Mandy Simpson. And at 6'1", a senior, number 44, Mackenzie Forgione. Head coach of the Lady Trojans is Will Seymour, assisted by Amanda Taylor, Jennifer Dotter, and Alec Bisogno. And now for the starting lineup for your Union Red Hawks. First, our ball girl tonight, Tatum Thompson. Starting at 5'10", a sophomore, number 1, Vanessa Coleman. At 5'4", a sophomore, number 2, Brooke Bettis. At 5'5", a junior, number 10, Deanna Stitt. At 5'4", a freshman, number 11, Isabella McSwain. And at 5'8", a freshman, number 23, Yone Edwards. Head coach of the Red Hawks is Sean Davis, assisted by Joe Davis, Amani Davis, and Trey Osborne.
Well, good evening and welcome inside the John Q. Hammonds Arena in Tulsa, Oklahoma, as the Union Sports Network brings you Red Hawk basketball. As the ladies welcome in their crosstown rivals, the Jenks Trojans. Thanks for joining us here on the Union Sports Network. I'm Jim Douthit. The starting lineups for tonight brought to you by TTCU, the credit union. For Jenks, it'll be the sophomore Langley, another sophomore in Graves, Twyhouse, Simpson, and Forgoin for Coach Seymour's Jenks Trojans. And for Coach Davis, his youth is on display. Coleman, Bettis, Stith, McSwain, and Edwards will get the start. As we get ready to get underway here, thanks for joining us. The 4-11 Union Redhawks taking on the 10th-ranked 9-5 Jenks Trojans, and Jenks wins the tip. They'll bring it over the timeline and set it up. Langley in control up top, over to Twyhouse. Twyhouse far side, now it comes back this way to Graves. Graves looks, dribbles, stolen there by Coleman. Jenks picks it back up, and there'll be a jump ball. Jump ball, good job there. Coleman sticking her hands in there, looking at her hand a little bit. She dinged it up, but she's fine. Now Bettis will bring it down. Set it up to Coleman. Coleman drives, looks, drives in. Nice shot, can't get it to go, and rebound there by Langley. Up ahead is Simpson. Simpson looks inside, gets it inside. Foregoing, turnaround jumper, can't get it to go. And a rebound by Edwards. The freshman comes down with it, but then throws it away, and it's tipped out of bounds by the Trojans. Union inbounds. Edwards, nice little jumper there from the free throw line, and 2-0. Edwards is on the board, and Union's on the board. Now Simpson will bring it down. Looked like she traveled there, almost got away with it though. Graves gets it up high to Foregoing. Foregoing on the floor, drives the lane, up off the glass. It's good. Foregoing, the 6'1" senior for Coach Seymour, showing her athletic prowess. Now McSwain, far side, and there'll be a foul on Langley, I believe. Yep. Paige Langley, her first foul of the evening, first team foul, of course. Redhawks will get it in. Coleman, hair flowing. Baseline drive by Stith, up and in. Edwards, nice dish there by Stith as she drove the baseline and got it to Edwards. One of the things that Coach Davis has told us is these girls fight. There's no quit in them. 4-11 is not very indicative of what Red Hawk basketball has been about over the years, especially for the ladies. I was talking to former coach Sarah Blakely a little bit before pregame, and when I told her, I said the girls aren't even in the top 20, and she was like, wow. She can't remember a time, and she had been at Union long before I got here. She couldn't remember a time when Union didn't have their girls team in the top 20 for sure. Different time, though, as youth is on display here at Union. As I was looking at the stat sheet earlier, just in comparison, Jenks has got, they roster about 12 players total. Of those 12 players, 9 of them are either juniors or seniors, and 3 sophomores, no freshmen. If we compare that to the Redhawks, there is 14 total, and only 2 juniors and 2 seniors. So the bulk of Coach Davis's team are freshmen and sophomores. Back to action here. Bettis. Dish. Nice drive there by Stitch. Can't get it to go. Gets Edwards. Edwards got all glass. Now Woodard's in. So 7-4, Jenks on top. Jemiah Woodard came in, and that's going to be tipped out of bounds. Woodard was on the chase. So Jemiah Woodard checked in while I was blabbing about what I saw on the rosters. 4:55 remaining, 7-4, Jenks on top. Bettis works at far side. Another drive there by Stith. She controls it, though. She likes driving that baseline, trying to open it up for Edwards. Bettis with the cut, didn't get it to go. Woodard gets the pass stolen. 2-on-1, drive up high, can't get it to go. Rebound Jenks, and they'll put it back. Nice follow there by Twyhouse. And that'll be a timeout by Coach Davis. We'll take a timeout as well. It's Union basketball right here on the Union Sports Network.
Home of the Union Redhawks. School Pride card. Each time you use your card, money goes back to Union Public Schools. With approved credit, some restrictions apply. Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Back live here, 9-4. Union gets the ball out of bounds after the errant pass. Jenks is going to make Union work the entire length of the floor to get it down. Inbound, McSwain dribbles, stolen by Jenks. Up, can't get it to go. Rebound, Coleman. Coleman will come away with it, but Jenks will stay with a full court press. Union tries to break out of it. Pulls up the dribble there to Woodard, to Coleman, and they know how to get it across the timeline. Now Coleman dishes to Stith. Stith drives. That is McSwain drives, and it's stolen. Back up ahead. Nice move there. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Foregoing. And they'll kick it back out high. Simpson over to Langley for three. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Twyhouse. Drive and good. And Twyhouse has got 9 of the 11 points for Jenks. Now quickly up ahead is Union. Coleman uses glass, can't get it to go. Rebound there, can't get that to go. Edwards with a nice rebound, but she couldn't get it to go. And it's 11-4 Trojans. Simpson picks up her dribble, gets it this side to Langley, back up high to Simpson. Now Simpson looks the floor to Twyhouse. Twyhouse turnaround jumper, good. Twyhouse is on fire. She's got 11. Now Woodard up ahead to Stith. And Stith ahead. McSwain. Edwards for three, good! And Edwards has got 7 of Union's 7. Edwards has been all the offense that Union can come up with. They're going to have to start sharing the ball, and these girls are going to have to start hitting some shots because Edwards cannot do this by herself. Now Foregoing. Inside, Twyhouse. Good. Twyhouse has been a one-woman wrecking machine, that's for sure. Picking up her dribble there is Stith. Probably not a good position for her to pick up her dribble. Woodard will dribble out of it, and her speed will get her across the timeline, and then she'll lose it. Ball out of bounds. Esme Smith checks in for Union. Graves has a seat for Coach Seymour and the Trojans. White will check in for Seymour. She'll take Graves' place. And just like that, Foregoing gets her 4th point of the evening. Now Union, drive, nice move up underneath, can't get it to go. Great move by McSwain, but nobody there to rebound as there was a host of Trojans underneath the basket. Now Simpson brings it up. She'll get it to White. White looks to drive. She'll stop, pop it back to Langley. Now Langley drives, all kinds of contact, and that's going to count. Esme Smith's going to get charged with a foul. It's only the team's second. Kennedy Barnes checks in. Barnes will check in. I believe Smith will have a seat now. Yep, so Kennedy Barnes is in. And Javier checks in. So Woodard gets the ball up over the timeline. She goes. Far side was Stith wide open. She couldn't see her. Now inside to Barnes. Barnes back to Stith. Now Stith driving baseline. Pulls it up. Now she's in some trouble. Tries to get it to Barnes, and that's going to be a jump ball. Stith picking up her dribble again, and she picked it up again in a kind of a tough spot, and jump ball will be awarded back to the Trojans. So Stith, McSwain, Smith, Woodard, and Coleman on the floor. Now it's stolen. McSwain with the nice hands, and she'll come away with it. 20-7. for three, off the back of the rim. Good look there by Stith, but she couldn't get it to go. And Jenks will come away with it with 46 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Drive, nothing. Rebound there, Smith. Bodies all over the place. That's going to be last touch by Jenks is Javier, and Union will come away with it. Graves will check in. And Dodder will check in for Jenks. Now Stith and Woodard. They play catch and get it up ahead. Quickly over the timeline. Smith drives, makes contact, can't get it to go though. No call. Nice defense there by the Trojans. So we're coming up with 20 seconds to play. Javier loses the handle on it. And it's 3-on-3. They've got, they'll slow it down a little bit. Stith will kick it back to Woodard. That was a good job. Don't push anything right now. You're down by 13. You need a quality shot. Now Stith drives the lane. Barnes for three. Can't get it to go. And time will expire. 20-7. Jenks on top of Union. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this.
Because our kids are worthy. Our mission to graduate 100% of our students college and career ready. It's important that our children have the tools and the facilities they need to be successful. Because of our community's consistent support, Union continues to have one of the highest graduation rates in the Tulsa area. We can't do it without you. So please remember to vote on Tuesday, February 14th. Passage will not raise taxes above traditional levels.
Back live here, and this is just an opportunity for us to remind our folks out there that are supporters of Union and in the Union School District that when you go to the polls on February 14th, Union is seeking approval of a 5-year series bond that will not raise taxes above traditional levels. Multi-year bonds have become a standard in Oklahoma as they provide for greater efficiency in planning larger capital projects. A single campaign spanning 5 years helps the district save money by not having an election every year. Plus, it protects our general fund dollars so we can afford to provide our students the very, very best. We appreciate your support of this important bond election, and please remember to vote on Tuesday, February 14th. So make sure you make time between your Valentine's plans with your sweethearts to get out to the polls, and we appreciate everybody's support of that. And we appreciate the crowd we've got here and you folks listening out there on the Union Sports Network. I'm Jim Douthit. As Woodard will throw it in. She'll get it into McSwain. Back to Woodard. Blocked there and stolen. Jenks comes away with it. Down is White. White gives it to Haver. Javier up high to Dodder. Dodder looks far side to Graves. Graves back up to White. Now Graves inside. Foregoing, nice turnaround when she's tough underneath. She's tough underneath that 6'1" frame. Not a lot there you can guard. Now McSwain to Coleman. Back to Barnes. Barnes wanted to take it. She'll put it on the floor. Get it over to Smith. Now Smith back to Barnes. Barnes going to drive the lane. Nice little stutter step move, but can't get it to go. Coleman comes off the end of her hands. And that's going to be out of bounds, awarded back to the Redhawks. Barnes will throw it in. Baseline looks up to Woodard, and that's going to be stolen. Jenks comes away with it. Up over the timeline is Jenks quickly. Over to White. White closely guarded there by Woodard. Now they switch up. Drive, dish, and good. Chloe Graves, the 5'7" sophomore for Jenks. Nice little left-handed layup. Gets it to go. And there's the steal. Ball's going to be awarded to Jenks as a host of players come in for Jenks. And that'll be a timeout for Union, but we'll keep it right here and remind you that Jersey Mike's, Tulsa's newest, the newest location for Jersey Mike's, is located at 71st and Highway 169. They're proud to be a premier sponsor of Union Athletics. Jersey Mike's offers dine-in, carry-out, and catering and has you covered with everything you need for the great party. So be sure to stop by Jersey Mike's at 71st and Highway 169, and we appreciate them sponsoring Union Athletics. Big football games coming up this weekend. Guess all you Dallas Cowboy fans will be playing golf. Nothing for you to watch. That's unfortunate for you. 24-7. As we come out of the timeout, Coach Will Seymour had almost a fire wagon change as he changed 4 of the 5 players that were on the floor. Coming back out will be Paige Langley, Mandy Simpson, Cameron Bacon, Jill Twyhouse, and Anderson for the Jenks Lady Trojans. Now covered there by Coleman. Twyhouse, nice step back jumper, couldn't get it to go, and Woodard with a rebound. Woodard looks up, far side, she'll get it over to McSwain. Now McSwain for 3, off the back of the board, and she can't get it to go. Rebound Jenks, and they're up ahead. Simpson up high to Langley. Far side, nice little move, can't get it to go in all air. And just like that, boy, great hustle there by Cameron Bacon to bounce it off Barnes. Bettis will check back in. And Yanaya Edwards will check in as well. So Edwards is back in. Barnes will have a seat. McSwain will have a seat. Twyhouse, Coleman almost with a steal. Twyhouse controls it. Bacon, dish, can't get it to go, and there's the rebound. Great job there, and a foul. Foul's going to be charged to... It's going to be fouled, charged to Cameron Anderson. 2 team fouls apiece. Pretty clean game so far. As Brooke Bettis to Coleman. Now Coleman drives the lane, dishes out high. Back to Woodard. Now Woodard drives to Coleman for 3. Good. Nothing but net. Jenks brings it back over the line. As Coach Davis was barking some orders at Bettis for sure. Inside, battling. Union comes away with it. Nice job there. Union attempting to flip the script here. Now Woodard for the long 3. That's going to be off. That's a shot she didn't need to necessarily take. She could have set it up, calmed down, set her feet a little bit better. I love the aggressiveness of the young lady, but they don't need to start shooting threes. They got a lot of basketball game left. As Edwards comes away with it. Nice little move there, and she'll get it up high to Woodard and slow it down. Edwards and Coleman on the far side. Bettis and Smith on close inside. Great hands there by the Trojans, and they'll get another steal. Up ahead, Twyhouse can't get it to go, and rebound is Smith again. Esme Smith has been a terror underneath those boards for Union and threw it up. Not too sure who Woodard was throwing that to, but got a little ahead of her, or away from her, I should say. Now Bacon, far side, over this way. I believe that's Twyhouse. Twyhouse in, great move, can't get it to go, and that's going to be tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Union. Forgoin will come back in. McSwain comes back in. Barnes checks back in. Woodard and Esme Smith will have a seat. So 4:16 remaining here in the second, 24-10. Trojans on top. Now Twyhouse. Boy, she's tearing it up. Twyhouse should have probably 15, and she does. Now up ahead. Javier, or excuse me, not Javier, listen to me. Stith. Drive and a foul. Stith will go to the line. Deanna Stith, the 5'5 junior for Coach Davis's squad, will go to the line. Chloe Graves checking back in for Jenks. Kennedy Barnes in the backcourt. Stith makes 1 of 2. Cuts the lead to 15. 4:02 remaining here. Great hands, stolen by Stith. Up ahead. Stop. Nice job by Brooke Bettis, She put on the brakes. Defender jumped right over, and she laid it up for an easy 2. Again, these Union Red Hawk ladies have great bursts. And Bettis will get charged with a foul. Reach in. That's Bettis' first. Team's third of the half. 26-13. Twyhouse loses it off her foot, and it goes out of bounds. Probably the first mistake that Jill Twyhouse has made tonight for the Jenks Trojans. She's been everything for Coach Seymour's squad. Stith will throw it in. Probably looking for Edwards, Barnes, somebody to get loose. Just throws it up in the air and nobody's there. Twyhouse with the ball. In, easy 2. Good job for Bettis not to foul her. But it looked like when they were throwing the ball in, everybody crashed towards the baseline and nobody stayed back, and that's where she threw the ball. Now, Stith with another drive and a foul. So Stith being aggressive. Stith being really aggressive, going to the basket, getting some contact, and at least trying to go to the foul line and get some points that way. She's got to make them. That went in and out, but rebound Bettis and back in. Bettis with 4. And Bettis stays back and plays a little defense. Simpson will bring it up over the line to Twyhouse. Twyhouse back to Simpson. Simpson wanted the 3, puts it on the floor, drives, dishes. Oh, what a move. Graves with a great move, can't get it to go. And there's all kinds of discombobulation underneath the basket there. Foregoing had that, but got it knocked away from her. And I believe there's going to be a foul charged. Barnes will get charged with a foul. It's her first. Team's 4th. Barnes will have a seat. McSwain will check back in. Isabella McSwain, the 5'4 freshman. And Coleman with the nice hands. Knocked it away, but right into the hands of Foregoing. And the lead is 15 for Jenks. Oh, nice little give and go there, and it's good. And 1! Again, Stith. Deanna Stith just being aggressive. Little backdoor cut. Right to the basket, and 1. Coleman will go to the line. So Coleman and Bettis. Barnes in the backcourt. McSwain right behind Stith, and Stith can't get it to go. Boy, McSwain was a little bit quicker on that. She could have stolen that ball. Now Twyhouse for 3. Can't get it to go. Barnes tipped out of bounds if she could control that. So Barnes is the one that gets to guard the senior in Foregoing, the 6'1 senior. Kennedy Barnes, all 5'4 of her. Mismatch maybe. But Barnes aggressive. Be a pretty good defender. definitely is going to, and there's going to be a jump ball. Some of the Jenks Trojans fans a little upset with the aggressive play of Kennedy Barnes, but welcome to the UMAC, folks. That's how Kennedy Barnes has played every time she's been in. Aggressive and tough. Bettis and Coleman will have a seat. Woodard will come in. And McSwain back on the floor. Now Woodard up ahead. Nice move, can't get it to go. Rebound, that's partially blocked and they'll come away with it. Smith had a great rebound, put it back up, but it was partially blocked, and here comes Twyhouse. Back down the lane to Simpson, and there you go. That's going to be a jump ball. And here come the parents. I would offer any parent that wants to argue with a ref to put on a jersey, put a whistle in their mouth, and come out and do this job. I'm the same way at times, but it's not easy. Now up ahead, Union. Far side, they got to slow it down and they got to calm it down a little bit. For three, can't get it to go. She wanted a foul, but there was no foul there. Esme Smith wanted a foul, but there was no contact. And again, it's the youth that's really on display for Union right now. Stith, full court. Nice job by the Trojans to get it up. Ahead, Forgoin. Turnaround, nice hook shot. Woo! I believe Woodard might have got her hand on it, but Forgoin with the power to get it. And she almost went up over, almost a little back and forth on the court there. Union gets it over. Now the drive, inside to Barnes. Nice job. Kennedy Barnes, great look. The dish from Stith, and a good job there. Kennedy Barnes tripped over her own feet coming back down the floor. She's got a good laugh about it. Now heavier, far side to Langley. Langley lobs it in to Forgoin. Forgoin turnaround jumper and good. Boy, she's amazing. Mackenzie Forgoin, the 6'1 senior for the Trojans, having herself a whale of a game as well. Now Smith up ahead, drives, and there's some contact. Esme Smith will draw the contact there. She'll go to line and shoot two. Esme Smith will shoot two. Look over at Coach Will Seymour coaching up Jill Twyhouse. Twyhouse, I looked up at the board, she's got 17. Addison Dotter will check back in. Mimi White will check back in for Jenks. Vanessa Coleman checks in. Kennedy Barnes has a seat for the Red Hawks. Union, 33 seconds to play. Smith, nice arching shot, can't get her second one to go, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds. Woodard aggressive, trying to get that rebound, knocked it out of the hands of Mimi White. Jenks will get the basketball back. And stolen. Great job there by McSwain. Nice hands. McSwain just needs to slow it down a little bit. Going to drive the lane. Back to Coleman. Now Coleman drives the lane. Good. Great job for Isabella McSwain. Boy, she looked like she was a little discombobulated as she kind of crossed through the front of the basket, but she regained her composure and got it to Coleman, and Coleman knew what to do with it. So the lead is now 12. 7 seconds, 5 seconds. Long three. Can't get it to go, and that'll be out of bounds with 7/10 of a second. Union will get the ball. This is going to be in. Nothing. No shot. Jenks will go to locker room up by 12. We'll take a timeout. We're at halftime here at the UMAC. 34-22. Jenks Trojans on top. We're back.
Varsity High Steppers.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories, and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
We're athletes,
coaches,
and your child's high school athletic trainer.
We're your friends and neighbors.
and we make our home
in green country. Like you, we run
And fish.
hike
And bike.
we enjoy the mountains
and lakes.
So we know how important
Staying active is to you. Staying active is to you.
We're physicians.
and therapists
Our groundbreaking treatments.
are helping you heal faster.
helping you heal faster.
We're Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma.
And we're the team physicians for more universities.
More high schools
And more club teams.
than all other providers combined.
We're focused on providing you
Personalized orthopedic care.
personalized orthopedic care.
Treating the area's best teams.
And the athlete in all of us.
And the athlete in all of us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Get $200 from TTCU when you open a new checking account with direct deposit. What would you buy with $200?
100 coloring books and a puppy.
Or maybe some groceries and a tank of gas? $200 from TTCU.
Welcome back live here to the UMAC. 34-22 is your score. Hey, we want to remind you that TTCU Federal Credit Union is a premier sponsor of Union Athletics and home of Union Red Hawks School Pride Card. Each time you use your card, money goes back to Union Public Schools. Now that's with approved credit, of course, and some restrictions apply. Visit TTCU Federal Credit Union because life is better in balance. We appreciate TTCU and all they do for us here at Union and our students and our teachers for that matter. Appreciate everything that goes on over there as we get ready to start the third quarter. On the floor will be the starting five with the exception of Smith out there. So it'll be Smith and Stith, Bettis, Coleman, and a three-pointer there. Bettis, Coleman, and McSwain as Jenks comes out in full court. Up ahead is Bettis. Far side, Coleman. Coleman, jumper, can't get it to go. Rebound. Jenks, they'll come away with it. Simpson up ahead. She'll dribble it. Almost gets it stolen there. Now Twyhouse. Twyhouse to Langley. Langley drives, tipped away. Great hands there. Smith up ahead, and Union needs to slow it down here. There we go, and they do. McSwain slows it down, tries to set it up. Bettis sets up the screen, spins out of it, and the ball is in Stith's hand. Back up high to McSwain. Now far side to Bettis. Stith to Coleman. Coleman drives. Dish for three off the front of the basket there. Good look by McSwain and nice ball movement there, but they can't get the basket. Now Simpson on the floor, four going. Turnaround jumper, no good. Bettis with the board. Bettis pushes the pace. 1-on-3, she's got to do something. Slows it down, looks up, looks far this side. Gets it to Stith. Now Stith, nice dribbling there. To Smith, back to Stith. Stith drives the lane, throws it up, wanted contact but didn't get the call. Good no call there by the officials as Langley brings it back up. Drives, no shot. The foul will be called prior to taking the shot. Dina Stith is charged with the foul there, and that's her first. Now Langley gets it, guarded by Coleman. Turnaround jumper there. And for the first time, I think tonight, Twyhouse missed a jumper. She had a great turnaround look for three, and it was a little short. Now Stith, drive, got a big opening. She'll drive the lane. And Langley's going to get charged with this. Excuse me, that's not true. Chloe Graves is going to get charged with a foul. And I'm kind of laughing to myself because I'm looking at Paige Langley. She thought the foul was on her, and when she found out it wasn't, she just smiled over at Chloe Graves like, nah, that's on you. Jemiah Woodard checks back in. Brooke Bettis has a seat. Love the gamemanship sometimes that teammates have between each other. Like, oh, I can't believe that foul was on me. Oh, it wasn't on me? Good. Don't care. And that's what we saw there in the exchange between Langley and Graves. Now Graves up ahead. Gives it to Foregoing. Foregoing working baseline. Just muscling her way towards the basket and turn around, and nothing Esme Smith could do about that. Trojans, you got something special in Mackenzie Foregoing, that's for sure. Now drive, dished. Don't know where that pass was going, but Coleman didn't have a very good lane, and now Jenks throws it away. Edwards will pick it up, gets it back up ahead. Jenks Union quickly, and Coleman gets the two. Now Simpson. Finally to Graves. Graves will shoot the three, can't get that to go. And if Union could put some points on the board here, gonna pick up a little momentum. Long three, nothing but glass and no net at all. Now again, a three ball, can't get that to go, and Woodard will come away with it. Woodard down. She's gonna drive it, take it all by herself. Finger roll, can't get it to go, and she's upset with herself. Simpson, that ball was kicked by Isabella McSwain. Graves will have a seat for the Trojans. And Twyhouse will set it up for him. And Twyhouse drives. Boy, that was beautiful. Twyhouse has got like 22 now at the 41. McSwain. McSwain back up to Woodard. Woodard will direct some traffic and have Stith come that way. Now inside to Coleman. Coleman turnaround jumper. Can't get that to go. Great hustle there. Esme Smith with the nice hustle. And that's Smith, third point of the evening, but she's been great off the bench so far. Defensively and doing some nice things for Coach Davis. Now Twyhouse took about 90 steps but didn't get the call. And there it is. She will travel on that one. That's going to get Mandy Simpson get the travel called on her, and now Edwards will check in for Union. Woodard will check out. Edwards in. Backcourt of McSwain and Stith will bring it up. McSwain telling her to go to the far side. They switch. McSwain now inside to Coleman. Nice move, can't get that to go. She gets her own rebound, puts it back up, can't get it to go. Ball still pops around. Redhawks come away with it. Now Edwards. And Forgoin's going to get the charge with a foul as she got Edwards up high on the shoulder, according to what the official was kind of talking to Forgoin about. Now Coleman gets it, turns around, she'll drive the lane, throws it up, off the glass, can't get it to go, and Twyhouse comes away with it. Up ahead to White. White drives, can't get it to go, and a rebound there by, guess who? Jill Twyhouse. Coleman for three, good. Isabella McSwain, the nice dish and look back from Coleman, and McSwain's got three, her first three of the evening. Fancy moves there by Simpson. Oh, and they're going to charge with the foul, and I'm not too sure that was a good call. I think Mandy Simpson kind of tripped over her own feet, but regardless, when a body goes down in a heap like that, unfortunately, typically there's going to get a foul charge. Now Barnes checks in. McSwain checks out. Twyhouse and Simpson play catch. I'm going to say Mackenzie Forgoin's going to get another foul charge on her. It was away from the play, so I wasn't too sure. It looked like she may have given a little elbow, and probably the elbow to Kennedy Barnes then, since Barnes and her, when Barnes is on the floor, that's who she's in charge of. So now McSwain, and McSwain off glass. The bank's still open this late at night. 43-32, the lead is now 11 for Jenks. Union trying to put something together now. Forgoin drives, Barnes with a steal, and a bunch of bodies on the floor, and there's a push. Forgoin's going to find out, and she's asking a question about what was the call, and Forgoin's going to have a seat with 3 fouls, and she picked those up quickly. She's a little unsure why. Now let's see if if Union can take advantage of it, and they do. Right to the hole was Edwards, and the lead is 9. Union has to take advantage of it now, but this is the other young lady they got to stop. That's Twyhouse, because she has been in fuego tonight for sure. Now Simpson. Langley will slow it down. Covered by Coleman. Now Langley drives the lane. Nice left-handed layup. When you think Forgoin has a seat, we might have a shot. Jenks has got a number of players that are doing some great things. And there's a steal. Paige Langley in. Another left-handed layup, and it's good. Coach Seymour will take a timeout. Well, we're going to keep it right here and remind everybody about our bond issue that's coming up. Important changes are ahead for Union 6th and 7th grade center, and we want a smooth transition from elementary school to middle school by creating a smaller cluster of classroom spaces with additional bathrooms and a larger cafeteria. The addition of a gym will give the Spirit and Winter Guard programs their own practice space. And with the passage of this bond on February 14th, we'll have the funds necessary to make this transformation happen. Now, remind you guys, passage will not raise taxes above the traditional levels. So please cast your vote on Tuesday, February 14th. Super important for Clay Hookey and Tammy and everybody over there at the 6th and 7th grade center to get what they need so those students can kind of have the separation that they want to have. They've tried a number of different configurations with 6th graders on the bottom and 7th graders on the top floor, but anybody that's been in that building, really it's the lunch time that's kind of chaotic, and just the fact that you're mixing 6th and 7th graders together at the same time, it's just something that folks, if you don't live it and you don't have students in that, you don't understand. We really need this for our kiddos, so we appreciate your support at that time. 47-34. 50 seconds left here in the third. Now Woodard. Woodard will give way to Stith. Woodard gets it back inside. Barnes over to Edwards. Ball get tipped away. Redhawks will get it. Woodard will throw it in. She'll get it to Stith. Stith puts it on the floor. McSwain comes and helps out. Stith there to Barnes. Barnes drives back. Nice back pass. Great job there by Stith. She gets the ball back, drives the baseline, and cuts the lead back to 11. It was as little as 9 before Langley got the steal in the bucket. And she'll go to the basket again. A bunch of bodies come together. Ball's given up. Trojans come back away with it. Addison Dodder at the buzzer. At the buzzer. Boy, and that's a dagger at the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter's coming up. 50-36. Jenks Trojans on top.
We want to smooth the transition from elementary school to middle school by creating smaller clusters of classroom spaces, restrooms, and a larger cafeteria. The addition of a gym will give the Spirit and Winter Guard programs their own practice space. With passage of this bond on February 14th, we will have the funds necessary to make this transformation. Passage will not raise taxes above traditional levels, so please cast your vote on Tuesday, February 14th. Each year, Union High School leadership students host a philanthropy week called Shaka, which stands for spreading hope and kindness abundantly. Today wraps up a great Shaka week full of fundraising and serving our Union family. All proceeds for 2023 Shaka week go to the Oklahoma City Children's Hospital. Visit the table in the front lobby to donate.
Back live here on the Union Sports Network. Fourth quarter's getting ready to underway here. McSwain will get it in to Stith. Now Stith over to Woodard. Woodard going to work. Drives the lane, dishes it. Edwards, big arcing three, and it's good. Esme Smith with a big arcing three. And the lead is 11 for the Trojans. Now Langley. Langley to Twyhouse. Twyhouse stops, pops, looks for the three, and it's good. And Twyhouse has got 27. Got to figure out a way to stop that young lady, and we have not found a formula for that yet. Now McSwain. She'll give it to Stith. Stith drives, throws it up, can't get it to go, and rebound there by Paige Langley, and she'll get tripped. Esme Smith will get charged with a foul. That's her second and only the third of this half. Langley pushes it across the timeline. Now she'll drive and she'll get tripped again. Isabella McSwain turned around like what? But you got your feet tied up, young lady. You can't do that. That's a no-no. Foregoing will check back in. Mandy Simpson checks back in. White and Addison Dotter have a seat for the Trojans. Mandy Simpson's inbound. Can't see it. Official in the way, and I appreciate him getting out of the way. Esme Smith up ahead of Woodard. Now Woodard looks to drive back to Smith. Esme Smith feeling it, and it's good. Esme Smith with 9. Big arching three, and it's going to go. Now Simpson to Langley. Langley, Twyhouse tried to cut underneath, and it's stolen. Here comes Stith. Stith up ahead. She had McSwain on her right. She gave it to her. McSwain surveys the floor. Woodard wanted it, but she needed to move. She was going to get that picked off. It was a good job to not do it. Now back to Stith. Stith will put it on the floor to get it to Coleman. Now Coleman looks, twists. That's going to be a timeout. Coach Davis will take a timeout, but we'll keep it right here. As I remind you guys that David Roberts, Sarah Bergeson, Scott Joby, all with Caldwell Banker Select Commercial Group, know this city better than anyone and can answer all your questions relating to commercial real estate market in northeastern Oklahoma. They offer valuable information for your business operations and real estate budgets and provide expert consultation on property values and lease rates. Reach out to David, Sarah, or Scott with Caldwell Banker Select Commercial Group, a premier sponsor of Union Athletics. 53-42. Every time Union goes on a little run and tries to get it to within 9 and even 8, Union answers. And they're answering with either Twyhouse or Foregoing. Langley's been great for them. They've all been great tonight. As Jenks' lead is 11. And speaking of 11, McSwain's got the ball. She'll give it up to Stith. Stith surveys the floor, looks for Edwards, and she finds, for Smith, and she finds Smith. And Smith will give it to Woodard, and Woodard will set it up. Woodard with a little head move. Jumper good. Woodard's first 2 of the night. I'd love to see Woodard get hot. She's fun to watch play. Now up ahead Langley. Langley to Twyhouse. Twyhouse looking for 30. She'll give it off to Langley. Langley will drive the baseline, and Woodard will get that pass off the jaw. Woodard will stay in the game. Now inside to Foregoing. Foregoing puts it on the floor. Back to Simpson. Simpson drives. Contact good. Made contact with Edwards. No call, but the basket counts. 55-44. Now Smith and McSwain, my apologies. McSwain drives and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. So the freshman will go to the line and shoot 2. McSwain with 5 points and now 6. So on the floor for Union is Smith, Woodard, Coleman, Stith, and McSwain. And McSwain gets 2. And Maya Adams checks in. Vanessa Coleman will have a seat. Coleman has a seat, and Maya Adams will check in for the first time tonight. Chloe Graves up ahead, right to the basket, can't get it to go. Foregoing with a great hands and nice hustle to get that rebound. Now Twyhouse wanted the screen set up. Now she's in a little bit of trouble, gets it back to Langley. Langley puts it on the floor. Over to Simpson. Simpson surveys, inside to Foregoing, backdoor. Twyhouse can't get it. And Stith with a nice hands in the steal. She pushes it up the floor, gives it to Esme. Esme to Woodard. Woodard for 3. Can't get that to go. And Twyhouse comes away with it. Boy, we really wanted that one there. That would have cut the lead by a chunk. Now Twyhouse in. Ball. Simpson can't get it to go, and Union comes away with it. 55-46. Jenks on top. Now McSwain. Woodard again will try the three and can't get it to go. With 4 minutes to go, I'm not too sure why we think we need to hit a bunch of threes. Now there's some ball kicked away. Be the last touch by Maya Adams, and Adams did a really, really good job hustling there between her and McSwain. Coleman will come back in. Adams will have a seat. Adams a nice minute or so there for Coach Davis and his squad. Simpson, 3:52 remaining now here. 4 going up high. They'll set it up. Coleman will try to play a little defense. Popping at the ball she is, making it clean. Now Twyhouse. Twyhouse on McSwain on her. Back to Foregoing, and they're going to start slowing it down a little bit, it looks like. Now Simpson. Foregoing. Foregoing dribbles. Tried to set up the screen. Almost got themselves in a little trouble. Paige Langley tries to dribble out of it, and she does. Over to Graves, and that's going to be a timeout for Coach Seymour. So we'll take a timeout. 3:15 remaining, 55-46. Jenks on top.
Hey, Whataburger fans, have you tried the all-time favorite Whataburger patty melt? Made just with 100% all beef patties, grilled onions, 2 slices of Monterey Jack cheese, and their famous creamy pepper sauce. The Whataburger patty melt is a tasty answer to the question, what should we eat today?
Back live here. Jenks gets it out of bounds. 3:15 remaining here in the fourth. Trojans up by 9. Simpson and Foregoing play catch. Foregoing gets it back. She's got Langley up high, but Foregoing looks to drive and now gives it off to Graves. Graves drives the lane, kicks it back out. Right now it looks like the Trojans are just playing a little keep away. And there was almost the steal, and it does. Woodard with the good hands. McSwain came away with it. Woodard won it back and probably deserved to have it come back, but McSwain wanted it all for herself. And there's a foul charge to McSwain. And that's McSwain's 4th of the half, or excuse me, of the game. And Twyhouse over to Graves. And right into Woodard's hands. Woodard can't control it. She does. Ball's on the floor. All kinds of bodies around, and Union comes away with it. And just like that, there's a timeout. There's a timeout as we control the ball with 2:24 remaining, and we'll keep it right here. Well, I'll remind everybody that Union Basketball Booster Club would like to thank Keith Dale Sandra and Pinnacle Home Design for their sponsorship. Pinnacle Home Design specializes in custom home design along with home remodels and addition. Visit their website at pinnacle.design.co.com for more information. It's Pinnacle Home Design. So 55-46. 2:24 remaining here, and Jenks has done a really good job in the past minute and a half or so just playing keep away from Union, excuse me. As Coach Seymour has kept his starting 5 on the floor for most of this game. As Twyhouse has torn it up with 27. Foregoing's got 14. And the rest of the Jenks Trojans are in single digits. For Union, Esme Smith is the leading scorer on the floor with 9. She hit 3 3-pointers in this half of the ball game. Stith will set it up. McSwain will set it up, excuse me. McSwain, she'll give it to Smith. Smith will dribble. 3 ball there, no good. Boy, Edwards wanted that, but she couldn't get it. The ball's tipped away, and I'm going to say timeout. Yep. So they're going to award the timeout to Coach Seymour and the Jenks Trojans, and we'll take a timeout as well. 2:04 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Union down by 9. Reminder, as we come back from break, we will have the induction into Union's Hall of Fame. That'll be immediately following this game and prior to the boys' game. We're going to bring it all to you live as we'll join Tyler Ashley at the close of this game for all the festivities. And I'll step away from the mic and let Tyler take control of the show. Now Jenks up ahead to Foregoing and an easy 2 points. They broke out of that very, very simply with Jenks. Now McSwain. Up high to Edwards. Edwards inside. Foregoing. Big block there. Controlled by McSwain. 1:40 remaining. McSwain dribbles into the lane. Up off glass. Can't get it to go. Jenks comes away with it. And Langley controls. With a lead 11 now, 1:30 remaining. Union's running out of time, and Jenks will just slow it down. Union's not looking to foul. It doesn't appear. There's a little foul as Edwards got one to give. Edwards first, team 6 of the half. Brooke Bettis will check in. Bettis will check in. Isabella McSwain checks out. Chloe Graves will throw, Simpson will throw it in. Langley will control it. She almost loses the handle on it, but right to Twyhouse. Twyhouse right to the basket, and it's good. And that's Twyhouse's 29th. And if we awarded players of the game, Miss Twyhouse would get it for sure. Foregoing away with a rebound. Up ahead is Graves. Graves by Coleman. Graves right to the basket and blocked. Brooke Bettis with the block. Javier checks in. Twyhouse gets a nice hand from the Jenks crowd. Rightfully deserved. Addison Dotter checks in for the Lady Trojans. Mandy Simpson checks out. So Chloe Graves will inbounds. 49.7 seconds. The lead is 13 for the Trojans. Pass stolen by Woodard. Corralled there by McSwain. Up ahead is Bettis, and she'll get freight trained. Not by design, that's for sure. Leanne Javier came right in and freight trained Bettis. She thought Bettis was going to go up for a shot, and by the time she came airborne, there was no place for her to go. And the rest of the starters have a seat for Jenks. Foregoing will exit with 14, I believe. And Coleman with a nice move. Foul's going to be prior to the basket. And I think Jenks may have had 6 players on the, and somebody did. The refs are talking it over. I think Union may have had 6 players on the floor. Or excuse me, Jenks had 6 players on the floor. So the Jenks gets a technical. Their Coach Seymour Will's having a pretty good laugh out of this. Jemiah Woodard sinks the first one and then got high fives from nobody. Woodard's trying to have a little fun with this. 59-47. And Union should get the ball out of bounds. Now Union will take a timeout. And while we've got a moment, we'd like to remind everybody that Union Athletic Department would like to thank their premier sponsors, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma, the region's sports medicine authority and official orthopedic and sports medicine provider for Union Public Schools. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is focused on providing you with the personalized orthopedic care you deserve for the area's best teams and the athlete in all of us. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is the region's sports medicine authority. So 12 is the lead for the Jenks Trojans coming up. Right after this game, again, Hall of Fame inductions. As they're getting ready, prepared for that, I see Steve Dunlap and Emily Barkley getting ready on the scorer's table. They're sitting just next to Tyler Ashley and Emily Ashley. So Tyler will bring you all that information. And the Hall of Fame induction ceremony immediately following this game. And then we'll be back with the boys' game after the induction ceremony. As Woodard will inbound the ball. She'll get it to Bettis. 35 seconds now, Bettis. They got to hurry. Little sense of urgency. Now Coleman for 3, partially blocked. Smith, nice hands there. It'll be Union's ball. Smith did a good job getting the rebound, knocked out of bounds, and Union will control. Bettis will get it into Coleman. Coleman to Woodard. Woodard will drive the lane. I'm not too sure where she was going with that, but she'll go to line and shoot 2. Probably got her hand knocked is why. We're going to go to the line and shoot 2. She's got 3 points on the evening. One thing that these young ladies got to do is got to make it from the charity stripe. But when you're young and the wheels are not quite on the car the right way, it's tough to do all the little things that you have to do to get the W's when you need to. So last touch by Jenks. Woodard will take it out of bounds. 19.8 seconds remaining. The lead is 12. Inside. Great turnaround move. Can't get it to go. That was Edwards. Stolen back by Woodard, and there's 2. 10-point lead. Jenks will just dribble this out. And nope, stolen by Bettis. And stolen back by Jenks, and that's it. That's the ball game. 59-49. Union falls to Jenks tonight. So our next broadcast on the Union Sports Network will be girls basketball this Tuesday, January 31st, as the Redhawks take on the 11th-ranked Lady Tigers from Broken Arrow. So for our camera crew, Sandlin and Cody, producer-director Andy Irwin, Hall of Fame is coming up next. We'll turn it over to the voice of Tyler Ashley, and then boys basketball coming up right after that. Stay tuned. Hall of Fame is next.
You can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
The Union Athletic Department is proud to welcome you to the Union Athletic Hall of Fame induction ceremony. At this time, we would like to invite all current Hall of Fame members to come to the baseline as we present the inductees for the Union Athletic Hall of Fame Class of 2022. For tonight's presentation, please welcome Union Director of Athletics, Emily Barkley, and Associate Director of Athletics, Steve Dunlap. Our first inductee tonight, Gary Abram, baseball, basketball, football, and track, class of 1970, presented by Emily Barkley and Steve Dunlap. A four-sport standout, Gary Abram served as the senior class president and was salutatorian of the Union High School class of 1970. An all-district football and all-conference basketball selection, Gary earned a conference championship in both the shot put and the discus while in high school. Drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 18th round his senior year, Gary played 4 seasons professionally and led the Gulf Coast League in complete games in 1970. In 1972, Gary was named as a Western Carolina League All-Star while helping the Salem Pirates win the league championship in 1972. Gary attended the University of Central Missouri, where he graduated cum laude and was named the Outstanding Physics Graduate. Gary says his most memorable sports moments at Union are hitting the buzzer beater versus Jenks in 1969, scoring 20 points at a Miami basketball tournament, and competing in the 1970 state track meet and shot put. Ladies and gentlemen, Union Athletic Hall of Fame member, Gary Abram. Our next inductee tonight, Trudy Allen, golf, class of 2016, presented by Emily Barkley and Union Girls Golf head coach, Lindsey Jones. Trudy Allen was first place medalist 6 times and runner-up 9 times in her 40 tournaments during her Union High School golf career. Trudy was a 3-time All-Conference first team and 2-time Tulsa World All-Metro selection and was named to the All-State team in 2016. She was a member of 3 state championship teams and won the individual state title her junior year. Trudy played collegiate golf at Texas Wesleyan University, where she was a 3rd-team NAIA All-American in 2018, shooting 69 to card the 8th lowest tournament round in school history, and had a 76.8 scoring average that same year. She went on to Texas Christian University, where she graduated magna cum laude from the Bob Schieffer College of Communication with a Bachelor of Science in Strategic Communication. Trudy is currently working on her master's degree in Strategic Communication and Innovation at Texas Tech University. Her most memorable sports moment at Union was her junior year when she shot a 74 and a 73 to win the individual state tournament, which helped propel the team to a 4-shot victory over the 2nd-place team, a team Union had not beaten all year. Trudy says she will never forget that incredible experience, celebrating and sharing it with her family, friends, and teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, Union Athletic Hall of Fame member, Trudy Allen. Our next inductee, Connor Baxter, wrestling, class of 2011, presented by Emily Barkley, Steve Dunlap, and Union Boys Wrestling coach Danny Jefferson. A wrestling standout and member of the 2009 state championship team, Connor had 88 career wins for the Union wrestling team. A 3-time Oklahoma 6A state placer and a 2-time state runner-up, Connor was named to the Oklahoma Wrestling Coaches Association Large East All-State team and was a high school All-American. After high school, Connor attended and graduated from Oklahoma State University, where he met Allie, the love of his life. Connor currently serves as lead pastor of Onward Community Church in Frisco, Texas, and says his favorite sports memory at Union was winning the 2009 state championship. Ladies and gentlemen, Union Athletic Hall of Fame member, Connor Baxter. Our next inductee tonight, Lauren Reeves Cuddy, Softball, class of 2012, presented by Emily Barkley and former Union softball head coaches Jerry Pease and Steve Randall. A member of the 2010 slow pitch and the 2011 fast pitch state championship teams, Lauren went 4 for 4 at bat in the 2011 championship game versus Owasso with 2 doubles and 2 singles. A senior year batting average of .523 and a fielding percentage of .994, Lauren earned first team fast pitch all district and all state honors as a senior. Overall, Lauren was a 2-time All-Metro and 3-time All-Conference first team fast pitch softball selection. Lauren was named Union FCA Female Athlete of the Year in 2012. She was also a 3-time All-Conference slow pitch performer and was named to the Frontier Valley Conference Academic All-Conference team all 4 years. Lauren earned a softball scholarship to East Central University, where she was a 4-year starter at first base. Lauren was a career .300 hitter and led the Greater American Conference in doubles her senior year. She was a Crafton Toll Distinguished Scholar Athlete in 2016 and was the Counseling Student of the Year that same year. Lauren currently serves as a speech-language pathologist at the Griffin Promise Autism Clinic and says her favorite sports memories in high school were winning the 6A Slow Pitch State Championship in 2010 and winning the 6A Fast Pitch State Championship in 2011. Ladies and gentlemen, Union Athletic Hall of Fame member, Lauren Reeves Cuddy.
Corey Beth Cunningham, tennis and volleyball, class of 2016, presented by Emily Barkley and Union Girls Tennis head coach Tyler Ashley. A 4-time state placer in tennis, Corey Beth Cunningham finished 7th in number 2 doubles in 2013, 2nd in 2 doubles in 2014, 6th in 1 doubles in 2015, and 4th in 2 doubles in 2016. Her state runner-up finish in 2014 was the first in Union Girls Tennis history. Also, as a member of Union's volleyball team, Corey Beth was a co-captain of the tennis team her senior year and earned all state honors. Corey Beth won the individual tennis regional championship in 2014, 2015, and 2016. After high school, Corey Beth attended the University of Arkansas, where she graduated magna cum laude. She then went on to the University of Texas Health Science Center at Houston and now serves as a mother and baby nurse at the University of Kansas. Corey Beth says her favorite sports memory at Union is her mom being at every match and tournament, no matter how far the drive, throughout her high school career. Ladies and gentlemen, Union Athletic Hall of Fame member Corey Beth Cunningham.
Our next inductee, Gunnar Glad, baseball and track, class of 2005, presented by Emily Barkley and Steve Dunlap. A 4-year letter winner in baseball, Gunnar was the number 2 prospect in Oklahoma and the number 330 nationwide coming out of high school and earned over 20 wins on the mound as a pitcher. Throughout his high school career, Gunnar participated in track, even though baseball and track were both spring sports. He was a high jumper and a long jumper and won many first-place medals, including the regional high jump championship with a jump of 6 feet 6 inches. Gunnar led Union to the 2005 Baseball State Championship and was named to the 2004 and 2005 All-Metro teams. Gunnar went to Eastern Oklahoma State University, where he collected 12 wins as pitcher, and in 2 years owned school records for 30 career home runs, 89 season hits, and 163 career hits. He was named first team All-Region and All-Conference both years at Eastern. After Eastern, Gunnar went to the University of Kentucky, and in 2009, as team captain, Gunnar played infield and outfield for the Wildcats and was one of the top hitters in the SEC, batting .336 with 12 home runs and 45 RBIs. In one game, Gunnar had 3 home runs against the University of South Carolina. After graduating college, Gunnar was signed to a professional contract by the Minnesota Twins and played in their system for 2 years as a utility player. Gunnar is currently the co-owner of Sandlot Baseball in Tulsa, where he is a coach and private instructor. Gunnar says dogpiling after the state championship, after a rocky start to the year, and the lifelong relationships built along the way are his most memorable sports moments at Union. Ladies and gentlemen, Union Athletic Hall of Fame member, Gunnar Glad. Our next inductee, Alec Henry, football and track, class of 2010, presented by Emily Barkley and Union football head coach Kirk Frederick. A 3-year letter winner and outstanding student athlete for the football team, Alec Henry played both the offensive and defensive line for the Union football program. He was a contributing member of teams that posted a 3-year mark of 39 wins and only 3 losses. Alec was a vital part of the 2008 and 2009 OSSAA Class 6A state championship teams. Alec earned all-district and all-state offensive line honors his senior year. Alec helped pave the way for running back Jeremy Smith, who rushed for 736 yards and 13 touchdowns in 4 playoff games, and 1,664 yards and 30 rushing touchdowns in a season. His senior year, Alec transitioned to center and led an offensive line that averaged 212 rushing yards per game. At center, he earned a D1 scholarship to the University of Tulsa. At TU, Alec was a 3-year letter winner and part of the 2012 Hurricane team that posted an 11-3 record, winning the most games in a season in program history. In addition, Alec was a member of the Conference USA champions and Liberty Bowl champions that same year. Alec is currently a respiratory specialist, sales rep with AstraZeneca Pharmaceutical, and says his most memorable sports moment at Union was playing his first varsity game in Canton, Ohio at the NFL Hall of Fame Stadium, where Union beat Canton-McKinley 31-0. He also enjoyed all the memories and lifelong relationships formed with his teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, Union Athletic Hall of Fame member, Alec Henry. Our next inductee tonight, Eastman Holloway, swimming, class of 2012. Presented by Emily Barkley and Union Swimming head coach Lynn Gorman, along with former Union swim coaches David Lynn and Ben Wolf. A 4-time state champion in the 200-yard freestyle and the 500-yard freestyle, Eastman Holloway led Union boys swimming to its only state title in school history in 2012. Eastman set the school record in 3 events: the 200-yard freestyle, the 400-meter freestyle, and the 500-yard freestyle, and still holds the school record in the 500-yard freestyle. A Jim Thorpe Award winner his senior year, Eastman competed and placed in the 2012 Olympic trials in the 400-meter freestyle. He earned a scholarship to Southern Methodist University, where he was team captain in 2016. After graduating from SMU, he pursued a second degree from Oklahoma State University and will graduate from Oklahoma City University School of Law with plans to work in tribal or family law. Eastman says his most memorable sports moment at Union was winning the first ever high school swimming state championship. Ladies and gentlemen, Union Athletic Hall of Fame member, Eastman Holloway. Our next inductee, Boye Lockett, football and track, class of 2009, presented by Emily Barkley, Kirk Frederick, and former Union track head coach Tom Stockton. Boye Lockett was a 2-time state champion in both the 100-meter dash and 200-meter dash at the Oklahoma Class 6A meet in 2008 and 2009. Boye's speed made him a dominant force, where he led his 4x1 relay team to a state championship in 2009. The Union boys track team also brought home state championships his junior and senior seasons. A running back, cornerback, and kickoff and punt returner, Boye enjoyed success as a member of the 2008 football team that defeated Jenks 34-20 in the state title game. Boye competed collegiately in track, where he placed second in the 60-meter dash in the Summit League Indoor Track and Field Championships and third in the 100-meter dash in the Outdoor Championships. He was also a member of the second-place 4x1 meter relay team. Boye currently resides in Tulsa, where he works for Berry Global. Ladies and gentlemen, Union Athletic Hall of Fame member, Boye Lockett. Our next inductee, Luke Wolfenberger, wrestling class of 2014. Luke could not be here tonight, so accepting on his behalf is former Union Wrestling head coach, Steve Dunlap. A member of the 2012 Dual State Championship team, Luke Wolfenberger was a 4-time state placer, a 2-time state finalist, and 2013 OSSAA Class 6A state champion. He was also a member of 3 state runner-up teams. With 133 career wins in high school, Luke was selected to the 2014 Oklahoma Coaches Association East All-State team. Luke went on to OSU Tulsa, where he earned a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. Luke serves as a manufacturing engineer manager and says his favorite sports memory is winning Dual State in 2012 against Broken Arrow 31-30. Ladies and gentlemen, Union Athletic Hall of Fame member Luke Wolfenberger. Our next inductee, David Hudson, contributions to athletics 1980 to 2015, presented by Emily Barkley and Steve Dunlap. In 2022, David Hudson retired after 46 years in education, with 33 of those years at Union Public Schools. A graduate of Northeastern State University in Tahlequah, Coach Hudson was a Union teacher, cross-country and track coach, and athletic department game manager, where he was an integral part of running many athletic events and helping the department operate in a non-administrative role. Coach Hudson said his favorite memories were watching all the sports teams become dominant programs in Oklahoma throughout his 33 years at Union. Ladies and gentlemen, Union Athletic Hall of Fame member, David Hudson. And our final inductee tonight, Jim Stacy, contributions to athletics, 1996 to 2022, presented by Emily Barkley and Steve Dunlap. In 2022, Coach Jim Stacy retired after completing his 39th year of teaching and coaching basketball. In his 28 years of being head coach, he was named the Conference Coach of the Year 11 times. One of those years being for both boys and girls Coach of the Year. In 2008, following Union's undefeated 27-0 6A Girls State Championship, Coach Stacy was named Tulsa World Coach of the Year, OGBCA Regional Coach of the Year, the Oklahoma Coaches Association 7 Coach of the Year, and the OCA Coach of the Year. During his time as a head coach, Coach Stacy coached 15 All-State players, with 13 of them being from Union. His overall record as a head coach is 479 wins and 336 losses. At Union, Coach Stacy had a career head coaching record of 253 wins and 132 losses. Coach Stacy led Union girls basketball to its only state title in school history. Ladies and gentlemen, Union Athletic Hall of Fame member, Jim Stacy. This concludes the Union Athletic Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Once again, congratulations to the new members, and thank you to everyone in attendance. Please stay for our boys varsity game, which will begin shortly.